Hello. If you're new to my YouTube channel, my name is Hector Acuna, and I'm an artist based in the Milwaukee area. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm really excited to announce that I was selected by Plein Air magazine to be the first M. Stephen Doherty Breakthrough Artist of the Year. And they first contacted me about this award back in the fall, like November 2022, and told me that I was selected as the recipient for this award, but I couldn't tell anybody until the Plein Air Convention and Expo, where they were going to present and hand out the award to me in person. This video is going to talk a little bit about receiving this award at the Plein Air Convention in Denver, Colorado, but then also just some snippets and moments from the week during the convention. So in this video, you're gonna see my trip leaving on Sunday, May 21st from Milwaukee Airport to Denver Airport, getting my rental car and my Airbnb figured out, and then going to the convention and the events that happened during the week. So the convention then lasted through Thursday. In my next video, I will talk about a solo painting trip that I took to a little town called Crested Butte in Colorado right after the convention. So I'll save all of those clips for the next video. Everything is in chronological order, so you should be able to see day by day what events happened and the different paint outs that I participated in during the convention. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you to everybody at Plein Air magazine for the recognition in this amazing award. I'm super honored to be chosen for this award. And when I first received it during the convention, I had a really short amount of time, and I didn't want to take up too much time to share thanks with everybody who helped me get to this point to be recognized as this Breakthrough Artist of the Year. But I did want to take a quick moment now and just thank my family and my mom and my beautiful wife Megan. All of those people together have encouraged and supported me for the last 12 years as I've been pursuing my career in painting and in the arts. And outside of that group of people, I also want to thank everyone who has organized and volunteered for Plein Air events that I've participated in over the last 2 years. I've seen firsthand how much time and effort goes into hosting those events. So thank you to everybody who's provided me with those opportunities as well. I'm really excited for the future. I feel like this is going to be an amazing year. It already has been an amazing year, and it's fun to be able to start sharing some of this stuff with you on YouTube. So, okay. So that's it for the intro. Yeah, I'll wrap things up at the end of the video. Enjoy. Yeah. Can't really see it that well.
A scholarship to Lenore Ryan College in North Carolina, and he later transferred to Ball State University in Indiana, where he could pursue both basketball and art. At BSU, CW took every art class they offered, and he played in various bands.
For Open Hearts by Jane Seymour, a unique and beautiful jewelry line inspired by her original paintings of two hearts connected and open at either end. The design symbolized that love has no boundaries and flows unconditionally. When she's not acting, writing, or designing.
So the plaque says, I'll just read it real quickly. Presented to Jane Seymour, May 2023, Plein Air Convention, Denver, Colorado, in recognition for your lifetime of dedication to the pursuit of beauty and excellence in painting. Congratulations.
And so I just did what she said, and I hit the sides of the paper, and the next thing I knew, I was dancing. I was dancing with a paintbrush. I was dancing with the charcoal. And it was the most amazing revelation for me because it opened me up as a human being. It opened me up definitely as an artist. And it opened me up as a dancer, as an actress, as in everything, because it was about having studied, but then letting it go, as I just heard earlier. Letting it go. Not judging it while you're doing it. Just put it out there and see what happens. So I'll then cut.
Notice as I work, I'm going to bring up this painting kind of all together. So I don't want to think about finishing any one area before I finish another area. It's important to...
I would get a job, and then they would, bid. I'd bid on a job, and then you'd be waiting for them to get back to you. So I wasn't painting, I was bidding on this job, and then at the end of the day, they'd come back and say, oh, the client decided to go with photography, or the client decided to, so I was wasting all this time, I wasn't painting.
Transition between mostly in the foreground and then starting towards the background. Also, this edge seems really just out of...
Bring it up a little bit higher, something like this. And these can be this dark, they can be a little bit lighter, they can kind of, when I get a little bit less descriptive, a little more suggestive. There we go. Bring that right off the picture. Dunk and dab. They can be a little bit lighter. The lighter they are, just the more atmospheric it is. Soaking that up with that thirsty brush at the bottom. Bring it over, and then I think I'll start another one.
And lots of other buildings. So again, the artist records something that no longer exists. William Wendt, again, looking from Montecito Hill, Santa Barbara, towards Rincon. And that's a photograph of what it looks like today. George Gardner Simons.
I'll try running on this one. It's the sunlight shooting down the street. So this sun is bringing your eye over here, this is bringing your eye down, and then this is bringing your eye up. So I'm constantly thinking about the story I'm telling and how your eye is going to read the painting. So
same color. I have totally, I think 30 colors. Okay. Look at the sky yellow. They still have it by the way around. And why don't we get this blue? Like, that's a secret actually. Cerulean. Look at this. Why would you buy green, my friends?
Blue and black. Okay, so the color scheme of the painting, that's another important thing that we need to work it out before we do the painting. I go around his nose, his lips. I preserve a little bit of light on one side of the face. The time of your day to be able to use this time of the day to just simply watch my demo. This is no more than a demo, but one thing that is true is the way you see me painting is the way that I always do my paintings. I don't have secrets. I have zero secrets. Painting there is a paradox. There's a very, very clear paradox in me when I paint, because when I paint, I look like I am on fire. But let me tell you, deep inside, I am in the most beautiful silence. So there is the paradox of painting. You know, you are really on fire, and however, the face of the waiter is not very good. It's not very good. What can I do? A little bit of, I was going to show you the paint, but I thought, no, it's looking horrible. Yes, yeah. Well, thank you. It is a quick demonstration, that's all it is. One thing that I wanted to say to you is when I paint, there are a couple of things that is for me is very important. Is first of all is to exploit what the medium is about. What the medium is about is in my priority, thinking what watercolor is about is the encounter of wet on wet washes, dry technique happen simultaneously, having a great calligraphy, every brushstroke count. So for me, when I paint, I'm consider that brushwork, exploiting the weaknesses and the strength of the medium, good. But that is one department. But also, not in this one, because I'm talking to you, you know, that sort of thing. But when I'm painting seriously for myself, I need to elevate technique. It doesn't count. Technique is a way you express yourself. But I want to go further. I want to create poetry in painting, because you have to realize a watercolor, by simply being technically competent, is not enough. It's not enough. There are so many people who paint competent on the technical side watercolor. But doing a painting is a major thing. It's a major thing. You see, a good painting is the one that is not too intelligent. I mean, being intelligent is a great asset. That is much important than being intellectual. Intellectual is a library, but being naturally intelligent is very good. But in art, we're supposed to go beyond being intelligent. We're supposed to be innocent. The aim is grabbing a poetry, magic, feeling, atmosphere, all the sort of things. You see what I mean? And through the figurative channel of art, we are expressing ourselves in a traditional fashion. It's figurative, it's predictable, it's obvious. What we see is obvious. And then in that obviousness, we reduce our painting into next to nothing. It's an illustration. So you have to be careful when you guys observe a painting, or when you are painting yourself, that your aim is to go beyond the obviousness. You need to capture a feel, an emotion. And I know that by me saying all these words, I may be bombarding you with words you've heard before so many times. But in this case of us pretending to be a painter is an indispensable asset. We need to go beyond the figurative interpretation. So it's easy to be figurative. It's easy to be obvious. Painting shouldn't be that encapsulate that kind of projection. You know, painting is another thing. And this is, I've been painting for a long time, and I find myself constantly, you know, battling that. It's not a battle because I enjoy myself, but it's a demanding, you know. I mean, how can I do my painting? How can I get into that level of poetry? And when technique becomes not important, you know what I mean? And I find, especially in the figurative art, this is the type of art we do, it's very easy to bounce into an illustration. It's very easy. And illustration, I mean, I have a lot of respect for illustrators. You see, they play a role in society. But we are more profound, you know. A painting is something far more profound. And this is the paradox of painting. You see what I mean? Is the beauty of painting, the pleasure of doing it, but then the desire of constantly conquering plateaus of us human beings that are more expressive. If a painting should be an illusion, you see, it's an illusion. It shouldn't exist. A painting does not exist. A painting should be an illusion of the painter. And we artists, and plenty of times, they call us bohemian or red. Oh, how many times we heard, he's an artist. Well, what do you expect? He's an artist. Because usually we don't do things, we pretend to do the wrong things, not what society demands. You see what I mean? The society has a rule of set of rules, and plenty of us, we simply try to satisfy what the society are expecting from us. Whether we should be all the time what we are red, and why to be an artist is the greatest expression of individualism, because precisely we try to be different, of not painting what the society is expecting from us, because that is all there, it's already made. Whatever the society is expecting from us is already made. So you as an artist, you are an investigator. To be creative is to jump into the unknown, and walk different ways, not what the people are usually walk. That's why I say that to be an artist is one of the greatest expressions of individualism. And as an artist, you have to have a philosophy. You cannot be an artist if you're not philosophical about painting. You have to have your own philosophy. You see? And your own fingerprint. People should say, well, that's John, that's Paul painting, that's John, that's Alvaro, that's Enrique, whatever. You see, that's another thing. Be yourself. Don't follow other artists. Be yourself. Thank you very much. That's all I want to say. Thank you, Acuna.
It's going to be spectacular. You're going to love it. We came out 2 different times to look for places to paint, to take you. We also hired local artists to go with us. One of them.
So I'm really bringing him now. So then the rest of it can be loose.
Yeah, it is.
Need to actually, before I get into that, I'm going to work these grasses a little bit. So I know, this is a
light wash over the whole, I don't want to obscure it. I want to see what's under there still, but I want to deepen that tone. So if it's, if it's completely dry, I can glaze that and it just pushes it down.
Square, right? Nobody knows how to find it. But I'll try to find it here today. So bear with me, be patient, and feel at ease to converse with one another. I don't even want dead silence here because it's going to drag on forever. So, it's fine if you get a nap. So here it is. Looks like the Matterhorn.
With Streamline, which is our company, is we never thought of this, but somebody said,
I turn a corner and hit the brakes, so we gotta paint that right there. We both agreed. So, one session picture yesterday. I love painting rivers and streams. Then on our way back, we met up with one of the paint outs, didn't have a lot of time. So I did this one, and there's a point I want to make in this. All this is a compositional exercise. When you go out to Meridian and Green Earth, then two yellows, cad yellow light, cad yellow deep, or medium, they're pretty close. I'll stay with the primaries for now. Then three reds, cad red light, deep, and alizarin, all different temperatures. Then I fill it out with earths, burnt sienna, burnt umber, and a weird color called greenish umber, which I use a lot because I live in New England and paint there a lot. You just see that color. And finally, two earth yellows, yellow ochre and raw sienna. That's about the only thing I learned in art school. It was that one oil painting teacher told me that palette and it stuck. Everything else was just pretty much a waste of time. The technical process too much. I know I've wrecked some plein air paintings by having a dry on my dashboard. And everybody here is guilty of that. Because the surface dries before the underpainting, before the paint underneath it. So if you use too much paint, it can mess them up that way. So I have a pretty strict method that I try to stick with. I hope I've been able to share that with you in my words thus far. At some point, it's like the being a weatherman. There's a cold front coming in. Seeing yourself on screen while you're painting is unusual. It's basically an evolving triangle. This might mess the picture up a little bit, but I'll just see if I can't pull this off. So there's flat water. When it's interrupted by current or wind, it begins to build up. So it's equilateral. As the wind or forces continue to push it, that relationship changes. This line becomes longer, this line becomes shorter. As it continues on and reaches, say, a shoreline, now that's what you have. So this wave is now being pushed over. And that's when you get that luminous green, when the light is coming through that very thin layer. So this is basically the anatomy of a wave. And I actually have built myself three-dimensional, not drawn for myself, three-dimensional models and studied it. So that's the part that I was alluding to in understanding your subject matter. So to further answer that question, yes, I am thinking topographically the entire time I'm painting this thing. This is the front side of the wave. The back side is at an angle something like this, rising up to it. This is curling now. This is about to curl. That one's just building, so it's a sequence. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. This is obviously stage 4 where the wave has broken. That's not good news. Bless you. Thank you all again very, very, very much. Thank you for your sponsorship and friendship. Giving me this forum. Appreciate
stay in the room, which is not out yet, so watch your email.
Hey, good morning. How are you? Good. slept in. I don't know if it was the elevation yesterday or what, but like I woke up splitting headache and my alarm didn't go off. Like I just was not together.
I live in Center City now, so it's really bad. So bad that our mayor's like virtually out loud said, I don't want to be mayor anymore. It's really bad. A lot of crime, a lot of killing. But it's a beautiful place. When I leave from here, it's home, and I'm happy to go home to share the light with other people. And that's all we can do.
So here's what I want you to do. Are you teaching art?
No, I just started at the oldest art school in the country, Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts.
I want you to find 2 young people of your choice that want to pay.
I can do that.
And I'm going to pay for the airplane tickets. And I'm going to pay for Pace. And I'm going to pay for Pace for you next year. So you've got a whole year to pick 2 people. We'll pick 2 people of the same sex, because we're gonna put them in one hotel room. We're gonna pay for the hotel room, okay? We're gonna pay for your hotel room.
You, by sound of applause, tell me which one you want me to paint. Okay? So this is the first one. Let me talk just a moment about it. That's kind of strange because that's not what I have up here. But at any rate, that's okay. So at first I have a little, it's a French cafe scene from Acuna, France. And there's some things that are a problem with this.
Hey.
Fight!
a long time, like northern. Yeah.
Wasn't, you know, Wi-Fi.
All right, well, let's go take a look around and get photos. Indiana, yeah.
I was like, did you say what I thought he said?
Gay.
Yeah. That was funny.
Those are gay.
Man, those clouds up there. So cool.
Yeah. Well,
now we're getting greedy.
that's ridiculous.
All right, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing my week at the plein air convention. It's an amazing event. If you're into plein air painting and you have the time and you can afford to go, I think it's worth going at least once to experience the environment and the community. It's a rotating event every year, so I know next year they're going to have it in North Carolina. So if you're in that area, you know, kind of keep it on your calendar, and maybe you can always come out to some of the paint outs and stuff too. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you want to see high-res imagery of the paintings that I made during the week in Colorado, please visit my website, acunaarts.com. I'll be posting more information on you know, whether or not those paintings are going to be for sale on my website. So if you'd like to purchase one of those paintings, feel free to leave a comment or email me through my website and we can talk about prices and shipping and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's all I have to share for this video. I'm gonna go ahead and hang this up somewhere in my studio and just look at it every day and be super honored and proud that this has my name on it. So I think that's it. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.